In the 1980s, the time had come for a new actor to take up the mantle of the most famous secret agent in cinematic history, James Bond. Two names quickly rose to the top of the list: Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan. As we all know, Dalton wound up becoming Bond for a couple of films before Brosnan ultimately took over in the 90s. But why did it go that way? Why wasn't Brosnan Bond from the get-go? You see, initially producers wanted Dalton for the part to begin with, but because of a scheduling issue, he had to turn down the offer. This ended up putting the role in Brosnan's court, an offer that would have had to have been impossible to turn down. Unfortunately for him, he was dead in the middle of a contract to continue acting in the TV show Remington, Steele, so he had to pass on the offer for Bond. To make matters worse though, once he turned down the offer initially, Remington Steele was actually canceled, and Brosnan found himself free to play the part. However, because of the interest generated by the news of Brosnan possibly being Bond, Remington Steele was actually saved from cancellation, and once again Brosnan had to turn it down. Talk about emotional whiplash. The whole period of casting limbo actually gave Dalton enough time to free up his schedule again, opening the opportunity for him to finally say yes to it. And so the fourth Bond for the official franchise was cast, and the living daylights could finally move forward. Timothy Dalton's first Bond film would be a lot grittier than that of his predecessors, and left some fans feeling less than thrilled about what they saw as a more brutal Bond. But Dalton's run as the character only lasted for 2 films, ultimately ending when, after a 5-year hiatus, he turned down returning due to the amount of time that his life would be consumed by the Bond franchise. And so Brosnan was finally able to take up the role with 1995's GoldenEye, and he stuck with it for 4 movies, including my personal favorite, Tomorrow Never Dies. So I guess it all worked out for Brosnan in the end.